Hey there, welcome back to another render demo, how to draw video tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to draw a unicorn. All right, let's get started. You grab a pencil and a nice clean sheet of paper. And what I'll draw first is the main body. So we're gonna draw this shape like this. It's kind of like a potato shape. So it's not really a perfect circle or perfect shape. It's just gonna be a little bit rounded. And then over here we're gonna have our head. So it's gonna be in this direction here on an angle. So we want to draw kind of like a circular shape up here and then something a little bit smaller down over there. So what we'll do is over here this will be flatter and then this will kind of come up and bump. It's kind of like the forehead part and the top of the head. It kind of tapers back and it comes in. Yes, it's a little bit pointy back here. Comes in like this. There's a little bit of a bump here. And then it just rounds off in the front like this. Okay. The next step, we'll add some detail to our head. So we'll do a curved shape like this, like a backward C. And then we'll put a nostril, a little circle for the nostril. And then right around here, about in the middle, just over to the left of the middle, just a little bit, we'll do an eye. So we'll kind of do like a teardrop shape there for the eye. And then above the eye, to the right just a little bit, we'll draw the ear. So we'll come up and point. It doesn't have to be a sharp point, but we'll curve that a little bit, make it softer. And then we'll come out and then come back in. And then we'll draw some hair for the front. So this is going to start where the ear is, right about here. And then it's going to come down, up, and over like that. And from here we'll go up, so above the headline right here. This will go up and then come back, kind of like where the ear is over here. And then what will happen is this will kind of continue across like that. This will kind of follow the head shape that we did, and then it'll come back in. And then right here we'll do a shape that curves like this. Alright, so if you want to kind of tweak this a little bit, you can do that. Make some adjustments. That's why we use a pencil. Okay, just like that. Okay, the next step is I'm going to start with my unicorn's wings. So right about halfway, if this is halfway, we're going to start just to the side, to the right of that a little bit. And what we'll do for the first wing is we'll come up, and we don't want this wing to be higher than the head, okay? So if our head is right about here, we don't want our wing to come above the headline. So we want this one actually to be maybe in the middle of the head, kind of where the eye is. So if you just draw an imaginary line here really lightly, what you can do is come up like this, and this will come past the body. See the body, we want this to be, if you take the body, maybe the same distance of the body, somewhere around here. So we'll come up, this will curve, and it'll end right there. Now the bottom of the wing here, or the bottom of the top part, this is going to be wider, and we're going to get narrower as we go up, and towards the end, it's going to get narrower, just like that. Now for the other one, on the other side, the back side, we will start right here, so it almost intersect to this wing. This one will come up, and we're going to end this just about right about here. Okay, that's going to be kind of our distance there. So we're going to come up and over, and this one's going to be pointy. And then this will be wide. And then we'll point it like that. Okay, so we have the beginnings of our two wings. Okay, now let's draw the legs. So we're going to have one leg come out this way, and then one leg is going to kind of come out that way. So right about here, and almost in the middle, from here to here, roughly about here, we're going to curve one of the legs like that, and don't pass your head. So we'll stop about here, and then we'll come down, and then this will come up like this. It'll curve just before it comes to the body. It'll curve like this, come back down a little bit, and then we'll hook up like that. Okay, now the next back leg. All right, so leave a little bit of a distance here. The back leg's gonna start around here, and it's gonna curve towards the back. And we're gonna extend it past the body. Okay, it's gonna come like this, and then we're gonna hook this down like that, and then we're gonna flatten the hoof part. Okay, and then we're gonna draw a curved shape like this. And then if you want to start back here, okay, we're going to use this curve here. We're going to come down, and now let's make sure we have enough width here, all right, in between our leg. We want it to be kind of about this thickness here, okay? So what you want to do is we're going to come down, we're going to hook this over in this direction like this, and then we're going to come back right away like that. And then from here, we're going to curve down and meet up with the back of the hoof. Now let's go back up over here to where the hair is. So we're going to have 3 more shapes that look kind of like this pointy piece of hair here. So if we draw kind of a line, so we'll have like one here, we'll do another one here, and then there'll be another one here. So they're going to be 3 somewhat equally spaced. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll start up over here. So kind of right about here. We'll hook this out. Okay, so we're going to draw this shape here, this and back, right? So we're going to come like this. This is going to come to the front. And then from here, and do something like that. Okay, so that's 1. Then we'll start down lower, right about here. So we're going to come out like this. And now this is going to come and touch the body. All right, so we're going to come this way and hook like that. And then right about here, I'm going to do that. So that's the second piece. And I'm going to draw one more. Now this one's going to come and kind of touch the wing right about here, and it's going to hook over like that, like this S shape. And then from here, it's going to go and point like that. All right, so we have our 3 pieces of hair like that. I'm just going to adjust this top one because it looked a little thinner and smaller than the other ones. So I want them to kind of have a similar thickness feel. Okay, so we have that in. Now we can go and draw our unicorn horn. So what we want to do for the horn is we want to find where the eye is, okay? And if you come up to the eye right about here, then this will be projecting forward. So you don't want to do straight line from where the eye is, because if you did, you know, we don't want the horn to go this way. We want it to go slightly forward. Okay, so we'll point this like that. Okay, and figure out how long of a horn you want to do. And then we'll just draw pointy at the top, and it's going to get a little thicker as you get to the head. Okay, and then what we can do is we can also draw the eye like that. And then in addition, we'll draw the other ear now on the other side like that. All right. So the next step, we will draw, we'll go back to this wing over here, and I'm going to draw the feathers kind of coming out. So these are going to be like these round shapes like this. It's going to be almost like you're drawing clouds. It's going to come down, down, down like that. Okay. Then what we can do, let's go and draw the leg, the other leg, that's the front leg, but it's on the back side. So what we'll do is we'll start about here, and we'll curve, and I'm going to just draw right through my other leg, so I'm going to erase this later on. But this is going to come down, and right about here it's going to bend like this foot hoof here, so it's going to bend like this, and then it's going to come up like that. All right, and then we'll just erase this because you're not going to see that because this leg is in front. Okay, and now we can go and we can draw the tail next. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the tail because I don't want the tail to touch this hoof. So I'm going to draw right about here. I'm going to draw a shape that comes up and it comes down, and it's just going to miss the hoof in the back, and it's going to hook up like this. And then this is pointy, so it's going to kind of point here, and then it's going to get wider over here like this, but then it's going to go back and get narrower over here. So it's going to get wider over here and then get a little narrower. Okay, so this will kind of come up, curve down like that, and we can hook it back this way. Just like that. And you know, make some adjustments. If you don't like the shape, you can always tweak it. Okay. Then what I'll do is I'll add a thickness for the ear, just like that. Okay. And now I'll draw the other wing and the feathers for the other wing. So what I'm going to do here is we'll come and do similar shapes like we did over here with these. Okay. And these will kind of come like this path, like this. So we'll do a round shape like this, and it's pointy, like that. Okay, something like that. If you want to finish those. Okay, now I'm going to draw the other leg that's on the back side. What I'll do is I'm going to take this shape here, and I'm going to kind of mirror that in a sense. So we're going to go here and draw this shape here. So we'll come like this. And then I'm going to draw this shape, but it's going to be pointing down more, okay? I'm going to come, and I'm going to point this down more, like that. And then this part here, I'm going to have that like this. And then that's going to come up like that. All right, then I'll add the extra detail for the bottom of the hoof like this. So that's one, that's two. I'll draw one there, and then the other one is like that. Okay, and then we'll put in the neck. So we'll start about here. Okay, we'll come in like that, and then we'll come down and we'll meet the chest like this. The chest will come up and curve like that. Okay. And then the last thing we'll do is we'll add some hair shapes. So I'm going to go off of this. Back that, and I'll add one Okay, so there you go. We just drew a unicorn in a few simple steps. I'll go and use my ink pen and ink this drawing, and I'll make sure I don't go and I don't want to ink certain lines, so if you want to go and erase some of those right now, I would go and do that. And then I'll see you in a second. We can color this in. Okay, so I'm going to go and erase a bunch of my pencil lines, and as you can see, I did adjust some of my lines and some of my proportions. Okay, so I'm going to use my marker, and we're going to marker this unicorn in. So there you go, we just drew a pink unicorn. Hopefully yours turned out awesome, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel down below. That way you'll be able to see upcoming video tutorials from us. So have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.